Hello everybody, Rose Thorn here. Tonight I am doing a react to part of Foodie Beauty's live stream called Goshibeeze. So, excuse me y'all, that's Discord. Doggone it. Gary's doing a live and I forgot to turn off Discord. That was my bad. Sorry about that. Let me just fix that. Just disable the sound so you guys won't have to hear it. There we go. Sorry about that. So, back to Foodie and myself. So, tonight's been a very active night for Foodie Beauty and Natter because both have been very active and going after Gary Unfiltered. Natter got really angry about Gary Unfiltered reacting to one of his live streams. So he made a point to react to Gary while he was doing his live stream. And he did it because Natter has a second channel called Natty Daddy, and he's trying to get it monetized. On top of the Natter El Shami channel, he's trying to get Natty Daddy monetized. So Natter has been very active with just going after people because he, I guess, wants to be a reaction channel. I guess having a cooking channel that sucks is not enough. He wants to have a reaction channel that also sucks as much as his cooking. So, so he's basically picking out people and going after them. And the newest target for him and for Foodie Beauty is Gary Unfiltered. So Natter has been going after Gary, and all that's resulted in is Gary's channel growing like crazy. And then tonight, Gary was doing his live, and his live is still in progress right now. And who pops into the chat but Foodie Beauty, calling Gary Unfiltered an inbred. Really, Foodie? That's the best you can do? Calling somebody inbred? Girl, have you looked in the mirror? Have you examined the things that you do? You're no one to be criticizing anybody for any reason, especially after that last live last night. That was ridiculous. That was really ridiculous. That was completely out of pocket. It was out of line. It was too much. You need to turn off your camera and just be away from YouTube for a couple of days and really think about yourself. You should not be going into other people's chats when you are not wanted nor invited and trying to insult, because as we know, you suck at dragging people. And she also made a community post where she went after Gary. So yeah, before all that happened, Foodie did her live called Goshibeeze, where she went to the store with Pete's, and I'm only going to show a few pieces of that live because most of it sucked, to be honest. So let me just go ahead and pull up Miss Foodie so you guys can see what I see. Okay, there she is. That's one of the timestamps, but before we go there, let me just, let's see. So you guys can see from like the little thumbnail thing that, you know, she's riding a scooter in the store. There's nothing wrong with her. To be, I got to tell you guys, I'm absolutely shocked that she was able to get up and go anywhere today, considering the amount of alcohol and whatever else she was doing last night. I thought that she'd want to just camp out at home for a minute, but maybe she got a little bit of the nose powder and that gave her some energy. But she went to the store and she was riding a scooter. Foodie, you don't need a freaking scooter. You can walk. You should walk. It'd be healthy for you. Walking is not a bad thing. But yeah, she was at the store. Look, on a doggone scooter when she doesn't have to be. And she does that for attention. Foodie, other people need those scooters. Other people that genuinely need them should have them available when they go to the store. Your big old butt does not need to be in a scooter riding around trying to act like Amber or Nikocado. No, I mean, they already did it. You don't need to do it. There's no shock factor there. It just makes you look stupid. Okay, so let's get on to the other part that I want to cover besides that. Let's see, where's the timestamp? Let me just look for it. So she came home after getting her snacks, blah, blah, blah. So let's start right about here when she starts going off about Mr. Natty Daddy.
I'm a sexy too. Black garbage bags. I gotta clean my kitchen so bad.
Yeah, since you got those trash bags, why don't you put one over your head? Since you're nothing but trash. I mean, trash does go in a trash bag, right?
Cinnamon and spice.
That is the same wig she was wearing last night, that when she did a projectile vomit all over the bathroom, she was wearing that wig and there was vomit in the wig.
Shut up. I'm sure. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. I gotta wash this tonight. Let it dry out.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, so we have cinnamon and spice.
We don't care. We're not here to see your groceries. It's not content.
Okay, so you know what? Fuck you, do your own thumbnails. The nerve. The nerve. The nerve to ask me to do your thumbnails after everything that I just said in my video. You're not even gonna acknowledge it? Fuck you.
You know, the fact that she came into Gary Unfiltered's live chat, she made herself known and was insulting Gary, that should be proof enough to everybody that this whole thing, this live stream that she did just prior to Gary doing his live stream, that the hatred that she has for Natter is just, it's nonsense. It's fake. It's phony. There's nothing going on awful between herself and Natter. She hasn't blocked him from her phone. She still calls him. She showed us that in the drunk live last night. She called him several times. And now she's going after Gary. And Gary's covering Natter. You would think that somebody who's got a problem with Natter would be glad somebody's going after Natter and let them do it. But she made a point to come into Gary's live tonight and say some insulting stuff to Gary. So, yeah, I'm calling BS on the whole thing. You're not mad at Natter. You guys aren't fighting. It's all a scam. You're both grifters.
I'll do your thumbnails for what? To be treated like shit? Like, you, Natter, I think you're smart. You've been into 27 countries. So then you should know that you don't get something for nothing, okay? Smoke muscles.
You know, can I just say this? I don't know why Foodie goes to the store and shops for groceries, because she really doesn't eat at home. She eats fast food all the time, doesn't she? That's the majority of her diet. I really haven't seen her eat much in the way of home cooked food. So what's the point of doing these grocery hauls? She's got a bunch of freaking feeders in her chat that all they care about is shoveling fast food down her gullet as fast as it will go. What is the point of buying these groceries? To placate the beezers in your chat that don't want to see you eat fast food? I'm sorry. I have got a bone up my nose about people who waste food. I don't like food waste. There's far too many people in this country that are food insecure, that they don't know where their next meal is coming from. And this wench over here is over here wasting food.
A protection order against me? For what? For you asking me to come to Montreal? For me talking about you? Saying things that happened to me? Fuck you. Do it.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just say everything for what it is. All this talk about Dee Dee suing Natter and Natter putting a protection order on Foodie, that's nonsense too. Foodie is his sugar mama. He would never put a protection order against her. He needs her money far too much. Obviously, he's not making enough if she keeps giving him money. And if she's talking about getting an apartment with him, I mean, seriously, tell me how that makes sense. Somebody's your sugar mama and you're allegedly going to put a protection order against them and your roommate's going to sue them. Yeah, right. Okay. Go with that.
Did kiwis go in the fridge? I think so, right? Kiwis.
You know what I never see her show in her grocery hauls? Pet food. That's one thing I've never seen her show the camera, pet food. Like canned pet food or even bagged pet food that she buys the cats. Why is it that we never see her buy pet food? You can get pet food at the grocery store. You don't have to go to the pet store to get it. I'm sure there's plenty of food right there. Why doesn't she ever show pet food?
And just smoke. Puke and wig. No. There's no puke in this wig.
Yes, there is. We saw it. I saw it. I saw the puke in your wig, Mama.
Where? No, there's not dry puke.
Yes, there is.
It's not puke. I brushed it out. It's a cat hair.
It's right there. It's right there. Y'all see where my pointer is? It's right. Look. Look. I can't. I can't. That, no. Listen, I have wigs. Don't tell me you can't see the puke in your wig. Don't tell me you can't feel it. You know when your wig's dirty. You know when there's something in there. You can feel it on the hair. Ew. It's right there. Girl.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? You felt it? Can you smell it now? Look, if you got puke in your wig, trust me, you're going to be able to smell it. You're going to smell those vapors coming up off the wig. It ain't going to smell nice.
Where's the vomit? I don't see it.
You don't have to see, you can smell it.
Don't tell me that. There's puke in my wig. I don't see it.
Chantal, listen, logic. You were really drunk last night. You drank 3 huge bottles of wine. Yes, you did that. You ate an edible wheel, and I think you were on something else besides that. I'm thinking something in the neighborhood of mushroom related. Yeah, something like that. And that's what caused you to get sick because all that stuff kicked in at the same time. And you ran to the bathroom and you said there was vomit all over the place. You didn't make it to the toilet. So how in the world did you not get puke in your wig? How could you not?
You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying. You guys are gross. All right.
Yeah, everybody's telling you where it was in the front strands. Exactly. It's right where the hair would touch your mouth.
Let's smoke. And then play Mario. The ends of the front strands. Ew. Okay, I have to wash my wig, obviously. So I will do that. Why is it doing this?
It's amazing. People in her own audience are telling her where it's at. And they're not even in the same room and they know where it's at. And she don't know. Trust me, if anything gets on your wig, the texture of the hair changes when you get something on it. And the smell, how can you not know?
What the fuck? How come it won't light? This one won't light well. The bottom right, there's barf. I don't see any barf.
You can probably.
People are insane. Where? There's no barf.
You know, even if you can't see it, I'm sure that wig needs to be washed anyway. I'm sure all of them do. So what's the harm in washing it regardless? It needs to be cleaned.
There was no barf on my hair. Okay, there's Chef El Shami. It's where I barfed on it. I don't remember barf. I didn't see any barf. Oh well. C.H. Guntinson. Vomit saliva? Ugh. Well, it's possible. I guess I should wash it.
Yeah, you should. You
Try
should.
another bubbly. Oh, purple, gross. I know. El Sham, yeah. You know what that word means in English? Sham?
Mimi Pondu says he's probably the biggest reason why your blood pressure is so high. Wrong. The reason why her blood pressure is through the roof is because she doesn't take care of her health. She's a diabetic and she's over there drinking sugary drinks, lots of them, eating food full of carbs. Carbs turn into sugar. And what did she do last night? She drank a crap ton of alcohol. Guess what? Alcohol turns into sugar in your bloodstream, and she was going overboard. That's probably why she got sick.
Starting on my question core. I didn't see your question. Me on that mushroom deal. Exactly. I want my $200 back.
Oh, wait, what? Hold up.
What are you mad about? What are you mad about? $300 for shrooms, yeah.
Yes, I heard that Miss Mama paid $300 for, y'all, we got to use code words here, for fungi. You know, the magic fungi. 300. Who does that? Who pays $300 for fungi? That's ridiculous. I mean, how much fungi do you need to have a good vacation? How much do you need? Nobody needs that much. That's crazy. Nobody anywhere needs that much, ever. I don't care if you're going to a Grateful Dead concert, you don't need that much. If you're going to a Pink Floyd concert, you don't need that much. Who does that? Who pays $300 for that? That's crazy.
You get it?
She's so stupid when it comes to chemicals. Oh, I paid so much money because it's the good stuff. Girl, you wouldn't know good stuff if they put out in front of you. You don't know what good stuff is. Nader probably told you that so he could charge you extra money and pocket most of it. And the fact that you paid $300 for fungus, that just shows how stupid you are.
These joints don't light. They're not good. What the fuck? I mean, hold on. gonna sue you for robbing me on that mushroom deal. Exactly. I want my $200 back.
Girl, shut up. You aren't suing anybody for anything. That money is already gone and spent. And you'll be back to his house tomorrow, doing his thumbnails, making videos for him. We all know that. Who are you kidding? Here you are raging in this video, and then you hopped on over to Gary's live to defend your man, to throw an insult or two. Let me tell you something. Gary's a straight shooter. He don't put up with any nonsense. You show up where you're not wanted, you F around, and you're going to find out.
Called me from her house. She asked me to leave. I need to move out. You don't deserve any fucking respect from women. What respect do you fucking deserve? What respect do you deserve? Really? What respect? What have you done for me? One fucking thing have you done for me? One. Have you done for me since I've known you? Other than...
Well, what has he done for you? Well, I can name a few things. Let's see. Because of him, you had content for your channel for over a year. You were able to talk about him and make thousands of dollars talking about him. And all the drama between you and Natter. How much money did you make, Chantal? Exactly how much? How many thousands did you make talking about Natter, talking about DV and SA because of Natter? How much money was that? Did you donate any of that money to a DV or SA organization or group? No, you kept it all in pocket. And you used that for your rent, his rent, Dee Dee's rent, edibles, fast food. That's where the money went. Did he even take part of that money and take care of your cats? No. Nuh-uh. No, that's what he did for you. You were able to use him for content, and you have used him for content, and you're still using him for content. So what has he done for you? Well, you were able to use him in that way to make a profit. So there you go.
And give me your Long John Silver, which is diseased.
I wouldn't be talking about diseased anything, Foodie. Your cookie ain't so fresh these days, remember? Miscarry a whole bunch of Vagisil products in your purse.
Swipe. I'm not gonna see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see exactly, Curly. Yes, I'm gonna go on the Judge Judy and say, Judge Judy, bitch smack this guy, and she's gonna do it.
Not really. She's gonna look at you and say, "You're an idiot," because that's what Judge Judy would do. She would be, you would try to say something. What? She'd be smacking you down, Foodie.
Oh, hi guys. They both went on this chair. Look. Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, somebody saying, Batswood says, Judge Judy would literally hate both of you. Yeah, she'd throw them both out of court. Within 5 minutes, they'd both be thrown out. That case would be thrown out because they're both ridiculous.
Is rat in the Gary? Huh? Joe Beef.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go play Mario. Who's gonna play? Hi, Gail. Angry fighting. Really, Existence Project? I'm not drinking any wine ever again.
At least not on camera.
On my chair. Oh no.
She said that in Cuba. I'm not drinking ever again. Yep. Look what happened. Look what happened. She drank wine and she got drunk and she acted the fool.
What are you doing, Sam?
So you let Sam jump on the counter, but BBJ was right behind you and she wants to jump and you can't be bothered with her. Rude.
Is that a dingleberry right near my face?
You should be used to it.
Should be used.
I'm sure you've seen
It's a
worse.
dingleberry.
I'm sure you've seen worse.
It should be used.
What about
Peach
BBJ
was so
back?
nice last night.
What about BBJ back there? Why is she being ignored?
Right.
Rude.
I gotta put out my cigarette. I gotta put out my thing. Because the cats are nearby.
Yeah,
Excuse
you should.
me,
You shouldn't be smoking that in the house anyway. Not in front of them.
have some fucking peace and quiet? Jesus. Look at these cats.
Yeah, they want your attention because you're gone a lot. You're so busy running back and forth between Ottawa and Montreal, you don't spend time with them anymore. Why don't you give them to somebody that can give them all the love they deserve instead of being a selfish beast and denying them the love and the care they need?
Sam!
Look at BBG behind her.
Cat voice makes me want to rage. So rage. Robbie Williams song?
Turn around and pet BBJ.
Sorry, Gail. Matter's reactions are funny.
No, they're not. They're stupid. By the way, Chantal, Natter tried to get Gary angry. Natter tried so hard to get Gary to react to the live that he was doing, reacting to Gary. Guess what? Gary outsmarted him. Oh, he reacted to Natter, just not to his live. He reacted to, are you ready? The text messages that you put in that video. And it was YouTube gold. Gary was acting the whole thing out and it was hilarious. It was YouTube gold. It was just that good. It was amazing. And Natter was over in his corner getting more and more angry because he wasn't getting what he wanted. He kind of reminded me of you there for a minute. You don't get your way, you throw a tantrum. When Natter doesn't get his way, he throws a tantrum. See, the two of you do have something in common. You're both overgrown, narcissistic toddlers.
He's so mad. I want to see his reaction. Was it funny? Should I put it on?
Yeah, this comment right here, Elisa El Shami says he stood up for you in FFG. Yeah, isn't that strange? He doesn't like Foodie. He calls her names, but yet he'll stand up for her. You know, he reacted to an FFG video that she did a while ago. I don't know why he did that. The video had nothing to do with him, but he decided to insert himself. But this person, he says he can't stand. He's standing up for Chantal. And then here's Chantal going after Gary. Make it make sense.
I don't care.
Yeah, you do. You cared enough to go into Gary's chat tonight. Why'd you do that? Explain that.
Remember, Chantal, he will use the kiss in a fight later. If he was truly upset, he would be upset now. What do you mean?
Kids in what fight? They don't have kids.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's mad. He just messaged me something not nice. Hi, Tiffany. Gary is such a nobody. Really? Like, who the fuck are you?
Hold on a minute. I need to take a screenshot of something. Y'all give me just a minute, please. Interesting. Just something I want to archive for later. Okay. Let's keep going.
To critique anybody, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he's right about fucking what's her face in a way. I mean, she'll literally be like, I can't stand her, and then be like, why do you watch her every day? It's like, you're stupid. Baby juice, baby juice. Oh my god, the same songs. I know I do that when I drink. Watch his rage stream. Right now? Hi guys.
Nice super chat. Gats says, you claimed SADV, then admitted you lied. Or are you lying now? Good question. I think she lied, personally. She lied.
I love the smell of BBJ. Do you guys want some, I'm gonna give them a bit more chicken stew.
Yeah, give them actual food. Stop giving them treats.
Want a little bit more chicken stew? I need to do hot knives or something. Like, this fucking joint will not burn.
Oh, who cares? I don't want to hear about your problems with green. Not interesting enough.
You don't even make sense. You're 70. You're so angry in your message that you don't even fucking make sense, you dumb loser. I think 9 or 7 on 10, 5, 9. Yeah, I'll have to re-roll it.
Wow, that was a harsh super chat. Do us all a favor and drop dead already. You know, even as a reactor, I don't want for Chantal to die. Y'all saw the last react I did where I told you that just watching her last night in that last live, it was scary. I don't want to see anything happen to Chantal on live stream. That I don't want to see that. There might be some people in her chat that want to see that. And that's why they push her to eat more and do more drugs and drink more alcohol. I don't want to see that.
Drop dead? You wish, dumbass. Okay, so these are the same people who have a problem with me having a problem with gun violence. So these same fucking losers who have all this empathy for everyone else tell me to die. Fuck you. You're stupid. Just for that, I'm gonna live to be 105 and then fucking haunt your ass and your kids.
You know, Foodie, I seriously doubt that you'll live to 105, but go ahead and go with that.
Fucking people are dumb. And these are the same people who think I'm a horrible person. Who have I told to die today?
You know, Foodie, that super chat was horrible. One person telling another person to drop dead, it's not very nice. But aside from that super chat, you are a horrible person. And the stream that you did last night, the streams you did last night, where you were playing the Pumped Up Kick song and you were doing the finger guns, that was horrible. That was evil. There's no excuse for that. You can't blame that on the alcohol because you've done things like that sober. People have told you that playing that song is offensive. You exploiting a grieving mother in a photo on your community post is offensive. For someone who claims to have sympathy for that situation, you do things to show that you really don't have sympathy and you don't care. So yes, you are a horrible person. You are a bad person.
Anyone? No. There you go. I don't give a fuck what these stupid retards fucking idiots think.
What'd you say? What? Say it again. Say it again. She used the R word. Y'all listen.
Drop dead? You wish, dumbass.
I'm going to turn that all the way
these are
up.
the same people who have a problem with me having a problem with gun violence. So these same fucking losers who have all this empathy for everyone else tell me to die. Fuck you. You're stupid. Just for that, I'm gonna live to be 105 and then fucking haunt your ass and your kids. Fucking people are dumb. And these are the same people who think I'm a horrible person. Who have I told to die today? Anyone? No. There you go. I don't give a fuck what these stupid retards fucking idiots think.
She said it. She said the R word. Foodie, what have we told you about that? You can't be saying the R word. You said the entire word. Do you sit down, Foodie, and list down how you're going to offend as many people as possible every day? Or is it a natural talent that you have? Because you just seem to piss off everybody, every single group of people that is known to man. You know, I don't know if it's a natural talent or you just think about how many people can I piss off today? How many groups of people? How many different groups of people can I trigger for money? How much controversy and drama can I drum up today? Should not be using the R word. And don't try to use the excuse of, well, I used that word when we were younger. Well, maybe that's when you were younger and you didn't know better, but you're almost 40. You know better by now. Can't even use that excuse.
Sorry, I said the R word.
Yeah, you're really sorry. You know what? F, you're sorry. You're not sorry.
See, it just slips out.
You know what, Foodie? I am 51 years old, and I know not to use that word. I know how offensive it is. So I don't use it. Would never slip out of my mouth because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to offend anyone. It's called being mature and growing up and understanding things and learning things about the world. Oh, it just slips out. No, you're just an offensive, evil person.
I don't know. I'm gonna fucking haunt them though. What's a short? They don't trigger me. Yeah, people tell me to die every day and then call me a bad person. That's why I don't even care what they think. It's so fucking laughable.
What they said was bad, but regardless of that, you are still a bad person, whether they said it or not. I didn't like that super chat. It was too much. It was too much. But you're still a bad person. You were a bad person before that super chat. You'll be a bad person after that chat is off your screen.
You think using my mom's name is going to what? Affect me? There's nothing you can say about my family. You can talk about my dead grandma, you can talk about my mom, whatever. You're not going to affect me. So keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. Natter couldn't see the show at the fair. What a gross super chat. They're just fucking gross people.
So are you. Nah, I'll tell you what's gross. Someone who exploits a tragedy and dead children for money and attention. That is gross. That's evil. Someone who knows about the tragedy while they're sober and while they're drunk puts on a very offensive song and does finger guns. That's offensive. That's gross. That's beyond gross. That's more gross than all of your dirty laundry and your puke-stained wigs put together.
Karma is what takes care of those people. They're miserable. Nobody with a good life is going to super chat somebody that was 79 cents. Give me a break. Yeah, right. I don't have a bong. What's wrong with abortions? Nothing. So what? What's your point? Probably some fucking gun-toting piece of shit loser who's all offended. Trump ball-sucking.
You know what, Foodie, this is not the time to get political. You know nothing of politics. You know nothing of nothing. The only thing that you are an expert on is Lemon Z and eating your nashies and being on YouTube and being a train wreck. You can speak on those things. You are an expert, ma'am. Everything else, not so much.
Loser, all offended about my speech about gun laws. And you hate me? Go away. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
Here's a nice super chat. This person saying, you joy dance while singing Pumped Up Kicks. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with her because of that.
I'm not going to change. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to have my opinions, and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I like that song too. I don't give a shit. And the fucking United States does have a lot of fucking gun law issues. And yes, it was inappropriate.
You know what, Foodie? As I've said, you need to shut your mouth about the United States. You don't live here. You live in Canada. It's a whole different area. I have no problem with Canada. I'm sure there's lots of great Canadian people in Canada. Lots of great things in Canada. Although I don't live in Canada, even though I've never been there, don't know anything about Canada, I have nothing against Canada. But you, ma'am, you've never really lived in the United States. You've always lived in Canada. But yet you're speaking on American issues that have nothing to do with you and none of your business. And let me remind you, Chantal, that you are on YouTube. YouTube is an American company. If it weren't for an American company, you'd be out on the street. You would have no job, no money. You'd be out of work because you're not someone that you will go out and work. And that also includes your little paid-for boyfriend, Natter, and his little sidekick, Dee Dee, and probably Pete. All of you should be thankful for the fact that you're on YouTube making the money that you're making, because you'd all be in a world of hurt if you didn't. So all of you can shut your mouths about the United States. If you hate the US so much, get your butt off YouTube and go get a regular job in Canada. If you're going to stay on YouTube, that means you don't hate America as much as you claim, because you have no problem taking that American money, do you?
Appropriate to sing and dance about it when I'm fucking drunk, but I was fucking really drunk.
You were wasted.
Instead of being angry at their politicians, exactly. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Welcome for me.
And also, let me remind you, Chantal, the majority of your audience is from America. It's not from Canada. Another reason to shut your mouth.
I wasn't laughing. I wasn't dancing and laughing at the kids, you fucking moron.
How do you know? You said you were blackout drunk. You didn't remember. So I guess you weren't that drunk, were you? I know at the end you were blasted. I think that was real. I don't know about the rest of it. I think whatever you were doing, it caught up to you on that last live. It all just hit you all at once, and that's why you got very, very sick. I think it was a combination maybe of fungi and alcohol and edibles, and they all kicked in at the same time, and it made you dizzy, and that made you sick. That's just my theory. But if you were so blackout drunk, how do you remember what you did?
But you're not able to infer anything properly, obviously. I was laughing. I was fucking disgusted in the American attitude of friggin' gun laws.
How do you know anything about the American attitude, again, when you don't live here? Speak on what's going on with you, not in another country, Chantal.
That's what it was. I don't even remember doing that. Number one, dancing and laughing at all.
But you did. We saw it. There's video proof everywhere.
If you really, really, really fucking hate Walmart, are you gonna go to Walmart and then complain about it? No. How was I mocking dead kids, Dawn? Was like
when you were making the finger guns and you were playing that song?
I saying, "Ha, they're dead." No, I said I would give my life for those kids and was bawling over.
I heard something that Foodie said in the live. I didn't catch this, but I've heard that she was describing in detail the wounds of the children, something like that. I mean, how horrible is that?
According to Pete. And I played that song because it's pretty much like to the T what's going on in the US.
How do you know? How do you know? You don't live here.
Huh? If you really hate Natter, part of me must love him. Or did. Now, no.
Dawn Hitchard says, you also played this song about 4 times, did finger guns, and laughed about school shootings. You even knew that people would be upset about it and still did it.
I don't think I love him anymore. I don't feel like I know him.
Donna Ray says, with your sinister smile while playing it.
Yes, I guess I don't know. I don't remember doing that, Donna.
But
Or
you did.
Dawn.
You did, though.
So if I did.
You know, it doesn't matter if you don't remember it. The fact is, you did do it. There's video proof that you did it. Everybody saw it. Those live streams got thousands of views. And even though you deleted them so that you wouldn't get in trouble with YouTube, the reaction channels have those clips where people can still see it. So it doesn't matter, Chantal, if you don't remember it. It happened. So don't sit there and justify what you did or try to explain it or excuse it away by saying, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. What matters is you did do it. And what you did was hurtful and it was offensive. And what you should be doing, rather than doubling down and trying to justify it or explain it away, is apologize and really mean it. Be genuine about it. That's what you should be doing.
Did that, I'm sorry.
Fuck, you're sorry. You're not sorry.
I guess it was just my delivery. It was an inappropriate way and an appropriate time. But fuck, I don't even remember. I never want to drink again.
But you will.
Hi, Gabby.
Yeah, that's something else somebody in the chat is pointing out, saying, if I did it, then I'm sorry. No, there's no if. You did do it. Saying something like, if I did it, you're not accepting full responsibility for what you did. You're not taking it all upon yourself. You're kind of passing the buck off to somebody else, perhaps.
You don't know him. No one does. He won't allow that. The person I lost my virginity to, like when I was 15, comes as.
Oh, who cares? Next.
I
I don't care when you lost your D card.
I just wanted to come in the chat while I'm at the bar because I know, yeah. You Lambo. No. Him and Gary hate each other.
Well, obviously you don't like Gary because you made a point to come into his life. So what's that about?
He doesn't like to be criticized by anybody.
Neither do you. You got something else in common.
Yes, I know, Dawn. I fucking really loved him.
You still do. You defended him in
Or
Gary's
the
chat.
idea of him, or whatever the fuck. I didn't put all my groceries away. But it's all fucking bullshit. I could never be with someone like that. I don't even know why I even bother.
Yeah, I feel sorry for me.
I like literally don't even like want to be around him. Like being around him stresses me the fuck out. You've seen in those text messages where it's like,
God, be quiet. You're so
I'm
stupid.
hungover, chat, yeah. I'm tired and.
No, you're not. She's so tired, but she ran over to Gary's live to be a jerk.
Oh, I'm fucking. Listen. Because he wanted me to pick him up cigarettes on the way home. Like, because I was coming in anyway.
Tell him to buy his own doggone cigarettes. You know, rule of thumb, if you have a habit and you can't afford your habit, maybe you shouldn't do your habit. If somebody else is going to buy you your stuff, maybe you don't need that stuff.
He went to the fair. You know what? I asked him to take me to the fair and win me a.
Look at her. She's trying to be outraged about Natter going to the fair with Dee Dee. She can't keep the duping smile off her face. Look at her. She's smirking.
Stuffed toy.
Look, smiling. She should be really upset. Natter and Dee Dee went to the fair. If this were real, she'd be raging right now. He took her to the fair and not me. She'd be crying, pounding her fist onto the table. All that. Look, she's smiling. That's how you know it's fake.
I did.
That's side profile, though.
Why would I do that? The same groceries? Try on the dress? I will tomorrow. I'm good.
Okay, so that's enough of her nonsense. Let's go on to the comments. Sparrow Wren says, no one is stopping you from doing anything you want to do. You've proved that time and time again. Your own choices have led you this very moment in time. So how can you be mad at people telling you how to live your life? You've always done exactly what you want, regardless, and just look at where it's gotten you. Congratulations, Chantal. You're only trolling yourself. Yeah, she doesn't like the haters. Says everybody's trolling her, but the only one trolling her is herself. She has turned into the joke and the punchline. Helen says, love the way Beezer's in her. Love the way Beez is her sidekick when she has nobody. Using a mobility scooter to go around is really worth all those burgers. She didn't need that mobility scooter. She was just doing that for attention. She did not need it. Melissa A says 2 days ago she was trying to kick out Pete, and now he is the only one who stays by her side when she is a drunk mess. She's such a good friend. Yeah, isn't that something? Natter kicks her to the curb every couple of days. Pete's is right there, and nobody can argue with me on the fact that I think that Pete's he still cares about Chantal. He's so happy whenever her and Natter are apart. You know, he wants all of her attention, but just like the cats, he's being neglected. She wants nothing to do with Pete's because Pete's mountain has already been conquered. Now she's going for Mount Natter, and she's going to climb to the top no matter what it takes. Candy Cane says, how mad is Pete that he's not going to be sent to a group home that you were going to pay for? I mean, I kind of would be pissed he was finally free. He doesn't want to go to a group home. He wants to stay attached to Chantal. So I'm sure he's actually relieved that he doesn't have to leave his messy bedroom. Summerflower says she's such a one-trick pony. After last night, she's right back to being lit, defensive, and relentlessly whining about you-know-who. Yeah, it's the same old song and dance with Chantal. Same old song and dance. Christina Glinter says, when Pete gets Sprite and Chantal is trying to convince him to get an off-brand instead of girl, quit acting cheap. Yeah, Miss Mama that'll spend $100 on takeout. Oh, Pete, can you get like the store brand of Sprite? Girl, stop being cheap. Like that really hurts you to spend an extra $1 on brand soda for Pete's. And you know what? Considering the fact that you made that man clean up your puke last night, I say let him have a soda. Anybody that will clean up somebody else's projectile vomit on the floor and help them to bed, they deserve at least a soda for that, you know? Flamin' Gala says, you're living the life you deserve. It's awesome. Yeah, I love that for her. You know, she's living the life that she wants. Nobody should feel sorry for Chantal. The life that she has is the life that she wants. The life that she has is a result of the choices that she made for herself. Nobody else made them for her. Nobody forced her to live a certain way or do anything. Everything in her life is something that she chose. So don't feel sorry for her. Nab says the only way anyone can love you is to wash their hands of you. You have to be loved from afar. To occasionally think about you and say, hope she's doing okay, is about the best you're going to get from anyone. Isn't that incredibly true, Nabs? The safest way to love Chantal is from far away, not up close. The closer you get, the more damage she's going to do to you and your life. MTF says she was really trying to send Pete to live in a group home. Yeah, because that's who Chantal is. Once I'm done using you up, I'll just get rid of you any way I have to. Hori Yoshi says Chantal is Pete to Natter, never-ending karma. Yeah, it is. It's irony, isn't it? Pete is to Chantal what Chantal is to Natter. When Pete walks in the room, Chantal rolls her eyes. When Chantal walks in the room, Natter rolls his eyes. It's ironic and it's oddly funny at the same time. Agatha says, "You think high blood pressure is a joke? You'll see." Yeah, she does. She thinks everything is a joke. She absolutely does. Kelly Doxy says, "This beast needs help, but being she is what she is, she won't get it. She enjoys being hateful to her audience and the world. It feeds her ego because in no way does she know how to be a kind person. That is a foreign concept to her. It would be almost sad, but the hate in her soul. She's not kind. She's not a good person. No, she's not. She's not interested in being a good person. She is an evil person trying to convince herself that she's good, trying to convince her audience that she's good." Kay says a blood pressure reading of 152/90 indicates stage 1 hypertension. Left undetected or uncontrolled, high blood pressure can lead to heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney disease or failure, vision loss, sexual dysfunction, angina, peripheral artery disease. That's a lot. Yeah, well, she's got the high blood pressure and she don't care. And let's not forget that not too long ago she had blood clots in her lungs. She's got diabetes, so she's a disaster waiting to happen. Michaela says, "Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. You did not see me mocking child shooting victims or insulting their grieving parents. Keep looking. You did not see me play foster the people repeatedly while making the pew pew fingers. Keep watching my eyes. You did not see me force an unwanted kiss on my friend and proposition him. You saw nothing, nothing. Shh, nashy bees." Yeah, she's trying to hypnotize everybody into having amnesia. In Existence Project says, "I really do believe Pete and her do care about each other, but I personally think that her not letting Natter get to Pete is her thinking that this is about Natter being jealous over her. In her messed up head, she is flattered that he wants to beat up Pete, when in reality, it's not about him being jealous over her. Hell, he is probably jealous of Pete, considering how threatened he acts around him, or even when his name is mentioned. Again, I do think she cares and loves Pete. I think she's capable of love. I mean, come on now. But I call BS when she kept saying that it brought me back to my school years, where guys would bully me and their accompanying girl group would be like, oh, stop bullying her. Like some giggle of that Amber clip, like that, I kid you not. While they literally were dry humping guy who were bullying me. Thank you for your fake sincerity. It was much appreciated. LOL. What is wrong with people? Yeah, I've read things that she was bullied in school. I was bullied in school. I was bullied from kindergarten up until high school. I didn't grow up and become an asshole to people or use the fact that I was bullied to attack people or be evil. You know, the past is the past. I'm sorry she was bullied in school, but isn't it something that she was bullied through school, but she's turned into the biggest bully and that she's abusive to people? How ironic is that? That the person who got bullied turned into the bully. Let's see. Jamie Reynolds says, all that crap you talked about Amber Lynn being on a scooter, get up and walk. You are fine enough to walk around a park with Natter. You're fine enough to walk around a store. Yeah, like I said, she didn't need that freaking scooter. She could have done without it. She did it for attention. Let's see. Next comment. Angie says, don't make a fake excuse to ride a mobility scooter. You are lazy. Point blank, period. Yes, she is. She walked around Cuba just fine. Walked all around the place just fine. Walked around the park just fine. So why does she need a mobility scooter for like a 5-minute trip to the store? Kay says those healthy groceries are almost useless if you're just going to keep ordering takeout every day. Didn't I say that earlier? She's buying these healthy groceries for what? She's not going to eat the food. She'll order takeout every day. So basically, she's wasting food that maybe somebody else could buy and use. Jack Douglas says, the nerve of you being so cocky and arrogant after that stream last night. Mocking the kids was too far. Your platform has to be removed. Well, unfortunately, YouTube is not going to do anything. I mean, she does everything in the world to be deplatformed. It just doesn't happen. YouTube doesn't care. 3R says, you said that you were mad because the shooting affected you? Wow, another new low. Just think about how it affected those kids and the middle-wage mothers you said you hated. This is not about you whatsoever. So she's trying to turn the tragedy into something about her. Why am I not surprised? She always tries to turn everything around to, it's about me. She's such a pick-me in every way. Let's see. Agatha says 152/90 resting BP. Go see a doctor. They'll put you on medication. She won't go see a doctor because the doctor's going to tell her everything she doesn't want to hear, and she wouldn't listen to him anyway. She'd just be wasting the doctor's time. Flora says, P.S. You admitted you were making fun of the kids. We have the clips. But by all means, convince yourself. After all, that's the only one you're fooling. You can lie to everybody but yourself. Everybody asking about the urine stained sheets on the beds, saying, did you wash them? My guess would be no. Even though she's got a washer and dryer in her house, she probably did not wash them. They're going to sit there like that and stink. Let's see. Everybody talking about the dried vomit in her hair. Everybody talking about that her blood pressure, she might have stage 1 hypertension. If that's her resting blood pressure, yikes, absolutely yikes. So, I mean, this react has been over an hour. We're going to cut it off here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much, and have a great night. Bye-bye.